Oh wow, this game is gorgeous. Look at this. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, the trial version, the demo. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to amount to, but I don't know how restrictive the demo is. But I've always wanted to play Monster Hunter Stories, but it was a 3DS exclusive and a little kiddish looking, and so I wasn't like super invested in it. And I know it's on mobile platforms now, and I actually have it installed on my computer using BlueStacks. I just never got around to actually recording it because busy. And I might do like a one-off kind of like this before Monster Hunter Stories 2 actually comes out. I unfortunately only have like, what, 10 days before that happens, so we'll see if that I manage. But I've always wanted to play it because I love Monster Hunter, but like, I love these visuals more. Like, I'd love to play an actual Monster Hunter game that looks like this, with a slightly more cartoony, stylized characters and, like, brighter environments. I guess Monster Hunter was always pretty bright to begin with, but, like, these look just so good. Never want to talk during loading screens. Especially nowadays, now that loading screens are getting faster and faster. Because it's just, like, immediately dumps you into a cutscene with, like, voice acting and stuff, so I, like, get halfway through a thought, and then it's just like, and now I must shut up for a while. Oh, I'm loving this. I wish they had gone with this art style specifically for Monster Hunter Rise. Rise looked great, don't get me wrong, but a more cartoony, stylized look doesn't require as much graphic fidelity, and like, Rise definitely had kind of a graininess to it. Whereas this looks perfect. I think the other thing is that realism does not age well, because every year and every generation, you know, realistic graphics get, like, you know, outdone, I guess. You know, back on, oh gosh, what was it? Oh, OG Mass Effect, everybody looked at OG Mass Effect and was like, holy shit, the mocap on this, like the faces. This is peak graphics. And then, you know, it took maybe 2 years for it to look dated. This will never look dated. The environments will. I'm noticing they're trying to go for more of spot the main character. It'd actually be kind of cool if they adjusted the local townsfolk to match. So, you know, depending on what you change your skin color to, it would change theirs. I don't remember what that critter is called, frankly. It does not look like it's necessarily chill with being there. Oh, it's one of those floating lantern things. If they weren't such a fire hazard, I would love them. Like, I would love to go to a fire lantern festival like this. It would actually be really cool if they almost, like, attached strings to, like, keep them in place, so you just have a bunch of these. Hello. Oh, scout flies are back, maybe. But you almost anchor the lanterns down a little bit so that they don't fly off and set something on fire.
I have to hurry.
And they're up to no good. Now, are they going to portray the hunters as kind of bad dudes?
I'm so glad you're still alive. I thought I'd never see you again.
one alive.
Hold on. Something's not right.
This is bad. Hurry up! Dad!
Wow. It looks so happy to be here.
What is this?
This is a bad sign.
Like, everybody else is just like worried, and my character's like, yay, chaos and danger, the apocalypse cometh. I am the doomsayer.
What? What's happening?
Oh, sweet dragons. Can't wait to see them burn everything down. Alright, I'm digging this. It just got some charm to it. I really want to play one of these games where they've kind of progressed past this, like, very tribal medieval feel. Because it's clear they've got, like, some amount of tech, but it would be really cool to see one that's, like, a little bit more, like, Renaissance era.
Why did you enter the sacred mountain without our permission?
Why? A dangerous Rathalos lives there. Don't you think you should have mentioned that?
What do you mean, dangerous? The Rathalos that inhabits the sacred mountain is Guardian Ratha. He protects this island.
Huh? The people it injured might say otherwise.
That's because you raised your weapons at him.
So you're saying we should stand before a monster unarmed?
This is a rider's island. Brandishing weapons at Guardian Ratha is an unforgivable act.
Have you all lost your collective minds idolizing a wild Rathalos? Give me a break.
I'll give you a break, all right.
Okay, that's enough. Knock it off, both of you. The main reason we invited hunters to our island's festival was so that we could foster a little goodwill between us.
Kane is right. Besides, there are children listening. Please calm yourselves.
Yes, sir.
I am totally a
Well
child.
then, let's listen to the hunter's point of view, shall we? Why would you call Guardian Ratha dangerous?
Because we were tipped off. Raisewing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin, lives on this island.
The Wings of Ruin?
Yes. It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Chief, do you know about the Wings of Ruin? Because I've never heard of them.
Ah, yes, the Wings of Ruin. Legend has it that a long time ago, a Rathalos born in this region brought terrible chaos and destruction to our world.
But that's only a legend, right?
Who can say? In any case, our top priority right now is to determine the cause of these strange happenings.
Yes, of course. Why did the ocean change color? What was that light? And where did all the Rathalos go? So much we don't understand.
Let's organize an expedition team and survey the area.
You got it.
You want to join the expedition too?
I don't know, this could be dangerous. And this kid only just became a real rider.
You're worried about Guardian Ratha, aren't you?
That makes sense. He was your grandpa's Monstie after all.
Your grandfather, Red, was a fine, upstanding rider. He led our tribe and protected the island alongside Guardian Ratha for many years.
I sure wish he was still around now. I bet he'd know what to do.
You'll join the team.
Chief Gara, are you sure about this? It's a big job to dump on a rookie's shoulders.
Not to worry, Kana. You'll go together. Kana can guide you. Use the experience to learn what you're capable of, and what you must do as a rider.
So, I'll be a teacher?
Something wrong?
No way! It sounds kinda cool, actually. If that's what you want, Chief, I'm all for it. Okay. Rider class is now in session. You'd better keep up, newbie. First things first. Go change into your rider gear. Oh, wow. You look the part already. Meet me at the stables when you're ready. We'll start with rider rule number 1.
I'm always... Oh, gosh. Okay. Camera rotation's kind of awful? Yeah, as long as I don't have to rotate the camera, it's fine. But it straight up, like, rotating the camera feels wrong. It's like... I tilt the stick a little bit and it doesn't move. I tilt it a little bit more. Like, I am... it's like 20% tilt before it actually starts tilting. And then it starts doing this, but it's like a little hitchy. And so it's like, it's really difficult to make like micro adjustments to do kind of like a cinematic sweep.
Took you long enough.
Don't judge me.
Hey, you need to lighten up, newbie.
You need to not be rude.
Fine. You've got Red's genes, don't you? Not to mention, I'll be by your side. You're sure to become a top-notch rider in no time. Yeah, that's the spirit. Let's get started. Rider rule number 1. Riders form bonds with monsters, and they in turn become our Monsties. Which reminds me, you still don't have a Monstie, right? Then the first step is to go out and hunt for an egg that'll hatch one. You can use one of my Monsties during your search. This here is Ronmar. He's a bit wild, but once you get the hang of riding him, he won't lead you astray. You know, newbie, seeing you takes me back to the time when I first rode a Monstie. Anyway, enough about me. There's something very important I need to tell you. Monsties are like an extension of our bodies, you know? They take us wherever we want to go, but they're not to be manipulated. They're living creatures. You could even say they're our best friends. You need to care for them, and always remember to show your gratitude. Okay, as long as you understand that, you're set. Here, take this. Your rider's notes. In it, you can find helpful info about monsters and all the rider fundamentals. Try opening the menu to read all of your notes. Now that we've got that settled, it's time to go egg hunting. I can't wait to get started.
I doubt you could do it, but it would be hilarious if you could play this game just using the, like, generic Aptonoths and basic herbivores. And, like, just trash mobs. I'd be so happy. Yes, let's fight Xenojiva with an Aptonoth. Right, there's a monster den in South Kamuna Forest. That's where we're headed. Wait, am I gonna get an Aptonoth egg? Oh, please tell me. Hello, am I here to kill? Am I going to have an Aptonoth friend? Because if so, I will be a happy camper. Oh, he looks so cute. It's an Aptonoth. These make great training partners when you're just starting out. Okay, let's see what you and Ranmar can do. Select fight and use power attack. Okay, hi. Okay, so it's still doing the rock, paper, scissors things. Power, speed, technical. That's it. You pulled off a double attack. Great work. Knew you could do it. I like it how she's like, they make great training partners. Let's murder it.
You did it!
Your first battle was a rousing success. We'll make a rider out of you yet. Nice one, newbie. Seeing through a monster's attack patterns is a sure path to victory. If your HP is running low, use an herb from the items section of the camp menu. Okay. South Kamuna Forest is up ahead. Use an herb and let's get going. I'm digging this so far. It's got a lot of charm. It's nice, bright, and colorful, and I love the monster designs and how they translated to a much more cartoony style. I'm just really not digging these camera controls. Let's see if I can actually change that. Whew, we made it. Let's head to the monster den and grab ourselves an egg. Whoa, if there are monsters in the way, we gotta fight them off. Can I? Yeah, I can just hop right down. And it jumped over. Well. Let's take on some Velociprey next. They're light on their feet and way more aggressive. I'll let you handle this battle too. This is your chance to show me what you got. Alright. Frankly, if they're light on their feet, chances are they're doing speed. Yep. Way to go. You read them like a book. Looks like you've taken some damage. Time to heal up. Items, herb, self. Don't get cocky. Okay, so I have to herb. Is it gonna help me though? I guess they're spreading their hits around. One thing that kind of amuses me on this is the premise of, like in Monster Hunter, it's like 10 minutes to fight most monsters in the game, give or take. And then in this, like, I can kill almost every basic, like, full-on monster in, what? Maybe, like, 3 rounds of combat? I realized that, like, there's no way you could do... Well, you could. Charge tackle. Let's see, that Velociprey didn't know what hit it. It actually would be kind of cool to have a JRPG where you only fight a couple of monsters, but the fights are extremely long and, like, very technical. I would play that. I think that could actually be really cool. I'd probably lose interest in recording it, but that's a different thing entirely. You're getting the hang of this. We're almost at the dead now. Let's keep moving. I will admit a little bit, I'm not big on the whole rock, paper, scissors mechanics. I find that style, that works really well for Fire Emblem, where it's a tactical game, and you really have to worry about, like, making it work, but still. Looks like we'll have to cross the river. It's times like this when your monster really comes in handy. Perfect! Velocidrome are great at jumping, and we riders are great at putting Monsties skills to good use. Oh, look at what's growing here. Herbs. I still kind of wish games would just give you an option of like, hey, do you want to just like skip every bit of tutorial and have a manual that you can like refer to at any time? I would love that. Mainly just from the perspective of just like, I don't know, I could figure out half this stuff on my own. I understand why tutorials need to be this handholdy, because if somebody doesn't get it, they won't like the game. But it's always just exhausting for me.
Hold on. Something's here. Keep quiet and stay close, okay?
It's so weird watching her eyes move in their holes.
That's a Kuluyaku. But what in the world is it doing?
Egg.
Hmm?
That is not how egg work. Oh no. Oh, it's like a person hiding in an egg.
No!
Huh?
Oh.
I thought I was a goner. I was taking a cat nap when all of a sudden I got attacked.
What exactly are you? You look like a feline, but somehow different.
Yeah! With my whip beyond compare and unparalleled flair, you're absolutely right. I'm not like other felines now that you mention it. I'm the legend, the feline hero. That's right, I'm Navirou!
Navirou? I've never heard of any feline hero.
Look out! It's back! Persistent Kulu, if you ask me! Hey, buddy, you're a rider, right? Huh? How about you take care of this bumbling bird?
No way. This kid's still a rookie.
Don't worry! I'll be right here to lend a helping paw! Well, looks like it's time to ride on! Ride! Ride! On!
What? I Okay. Let's do this. Just leave all the navigating to me. It's dangerous. Stand back. Alright, we don't know what this sucker does. Oh, that's not a good feeling. Okay, I have no idea what a Kulu does. I'm gonna just hit it with a power attack, and we'll just figure out. Yep, it's going technical. Okay, Kulu love to carry things around in their claws. Oh, you should sure know your monsters, don't you? I did power last time. Well. Oh, because Ranmar is automatically speed attack. And so if it's hitting me, it won't be so bad. But unfortunately, it ain't. Digging the music. I'm just not digging the mascot character. Maybe he'll be okay, but like mascot characters are kind of rough. Sometimes they're fine. A lot of times they're just the most annoying thing ever. If we're really lucky, he just will say nothing. His power skill fills one block of the charge gauge. I mean, sure, why not? What if it's going to use that rock to block all your attacks? Guess we got to do something about the rock first, then. Well. In that case, that weapon you're using now is not going to do a lot of good. Time for a blunt weapon. Take the hammer. Received hammer. Wait, I can just switch on the fly? Alright. You can switch to a different weapon in the middle of battle. Select skills, switch weapons. Alright. And, yeah, we're still rolling. Okay, just hurry up and attack. What? But power attack. Whatever. Blunt attack. I think this is gonna work. Keep on smashing and bashing, newbie. Physiology of large monsters may differ, which affects them. Okay, yeah, so hit him with the right weapon. You can equip 3 different weapons to switch between in battle. Toggle weapons with X or skills, got it. Completely drain a monster's part gauge to break it. You can receive dropped items from breaking parts. Breaking parts may knock down a monster or prevent it from using certain skills. Mechanically, I'm digging this. It seems like, obviously, there's a lot of weapon triangle stuff going on, but at the same time, guy, just let me hit it with the big moves. Try attacking a body part with different weapons. When you find an effective weapons, use it to break apart. Okay, so it looks like we're stuck on rock, but maybe I can hit other things. That's a big lot of not much. I like it how she gives us the hammer, but it has nothing of her own. I guess she probably gave it. Wait, no. She's got a shield. They have blunt attacks, or they're supposed to. Nope. Yep. Only hit rock.
Eyes on the prize.
Okay, we broke rock. And all attacks on downed items are crits. That's a big hit. Oh, but that's a big hit from her. Now, I would so dearly love to be able to use skills, seeing as I have a bunch, but the tutorial says no, so I guess we don't. I really cannot get over how beautiful the models are. Your kinship gauge is maxed out. Okay, that's why they wouldn't let me do it. We must ride on. Mount your Monstie. Let's ride on. Riding makes your bond stronger, but be careful, you'll get knocked off if you lose too much in head-to-head. You can ride your Monstie once your kinship gauge is filled up. Recovers their health by an amount equal to its rider's health. Fully restores HP for the rider. Ooh, also boosts attack and defense. Items are usable while riding as well. Powerful kinship skills can only be used while riding. Winning a head-to-head raises the level, making it even stronger. Will automatically dismount after using a kinship skill. If your HP drops to 0, if you lose a head-to-head twice, you'll be knocked off your Monstie, but you won't lose any hearts. Using a kinship skill simultaneously with a battle buddy results in a double kinship skill that hits all opponents. Fair enough. Okay, time to show this monster the power of teamwork. Kinship skill. You're just death and destruction. Gosh, watching our little dot eyes shift in their holes. It's, like, legitimately freaky. I just nuked the poor bird. Way to go, you defeated the Coolyaku.
Kinship always wins.
That was positively claudacious, buddy. Oh, God. I sincerely hope he's not like a permanent fixture and is just more or less a tutorial NPC. He's gonna be a permanent fixture, ain't he?
All right, we did it, buddy!
Boy, it was my heart thumping. But you did great, newbie. Looks like you've got your grandpa's skills.
What did I tell you? This famous feline knows talent when he sees it. This is the start of something epic, I tell ya. From here on out, we're gonna be partners. And I'll do it all totally free of charge. Although, if you really want to thank me, I wouldn't say no to a couple of donuts.
Like, he's almost
you could just
cute.
ask for something to eat if you're hungry.
Oh, hey! Get back, you guys! Who said I was Monster Munchies?
This furball's not like other felines, huh? But hey, you got an egg out of the deal. Wanna head home?
It bugs me a little bit that our solution to, oh man, you don't have a monster partner. Time to go kidnap a baby. Home sweet home. Come on, let's go hatch your egg. Meet me at the grounds above the stables. I'm still hoping I can get an Aptonoth egg. I feel like that would just be the most choice thing ever. Just have, like, the wrong monster for the job. But we do it anyway, because why the hell not?
Excellent. And you're the one who found this egg?
Yep, that's right. I can tell a good egg just by the smell.
I see. Just as Canis said, you are an odd feline. And you clearly know quality when you see it. It's a very fine egg, I'd say. You're going to hatch a great little Monstie from it.
I wonder what kind of monster it'll be. I can't wait to find out. Go on, stand in front of it.
I thought it was going to be like a sword, but no, he's just doing a dance.
What's he doing?
It's the ceremonial dance of our people. We perform it to bring luck to a ship's voyage, or to pray that a strong and healthy Monstie will hatch from an egg.
Whoa, possum move!
Wait, does he only have 3 fingers and they have claws? I've never actually looked at Wyverians. I know they get huge and do have claws. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to play as a Wyverian ourselves.
Ready? Now hold up your kinship stone. It will link your heart with your Monstie and help it hatch.
Like, why can't we play as a Wyverian in these games? I don't get it.
Believe in yourself. You can do this.
Oh. We didn't... The Kulu Yaku wasn't after the egg for Munchies. We straight up just kidnapped its baby and then killed it. Hello, Kulu Yaku. We killed your mother. You're ours now. Kulu Yaku, no thank you. I have no idea if I'm going to spell this correctly, but that's okay. Rocky. You know what? I'm actually going to look it up. Just to make sure. Not that it matters. Ah, it's got 2 A's. Because currently it's Courage. And we don't want that. At least I'm pretty sure this is correct. Let me double check. And Karage. Yep, 2 A's. Perfect. I really wish they let me pick. I don't like Kulu Yaku too much.
It's a Kulu-Yaku!
Ah. Nicely done. It's already accepted you as its rider. I'm so proud. If only your grandfather were here to see this.
What you doing, Ronmar? You want to stay with the rookie? Seriously? And after everything I've done for you?
Ronmar's just being honest with his feelings. Perhaps if you were gentler with him, maybe. Hmm?
Oh, is that so, Mr. Hero? I ought to wash your mouth out with soap.
Come now, Kana. There's no harm in it.
All right, fine. After seeing how much you've bonded, I can't exactly object. Just take good care of Ronmar, okay? You and your Monsties gotta work together to help each other grow. Got it?
Nice going, buddy!
Okay, I take it back. I like this mascot character. They exist to be abused, and I'm all for it.
Right. You've got Ronmar as a Monstie now, too. So, what should I have you do next?
Ah, what good timing. There's a new monster den on Ryder Overlook. You'll go investigate for me, won't you?
Ryder Overlook, huh? That sure takes me back. Going there is a rite of passage for new riders. Your grandpa had me go there all by myself. I still hadn't gotten the hang of handling Ronmar. It was a real thrill ride, I can tell you that.
All riders have to strike out on their own someday. This is your chance to test yourself. No need to worry now. Don't you think, Kana?
Chief Gara is right. You may still be a rookie, but I trust you to take this on alone. Oh, and you're gonna need Ronmar to get up there. That little beastie just loves to climb up high.
I'll help too. Just say the word, buddy.
Okay, before you go, it's time for another lesson. The next essential for being a rider is combining. You can make lots of items to help in the field or during battle. Just select Combine from the camp menu and mix several items together to create something new. Here, take this combo recipe and try making a potion. It shouldn't be too hard to find the ingredients. You're gonna need to know about the quest board too, so meet me there when you're ready for your next lesson.
Oh, I can also change the time of day. Let's go evening. Why not? I'm loving the stylization here. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. It's a really nice pink sunset. All right. But yeah, I wasn't big on the Navirou or whatever his name is initially, but I think I'm warming up to him. I'm looking forward to this. The one problem I'm running into is that I've got like 500 million. Wait, no. These are Aptonoths. What am I doing? I've got like 500 million JRPGs to play. This week especially, or this month, or just RPGs in general. I got Scarlet Nexus, Monster Hunter, Disgaea 6, World Ends With You, Neo. What am I forgetting? I wouldn't call it a JRPG, but there's another one called Crystales that's coming out at the end of next month that I'm also very much looking forward to, and it's just like there's too many RPGs. I wish they'd been spread out a little bit over the course of the year. Oh, I can also increase the speed here. Wait. How much can I increase the speed by? Looks like 3. That's kind of nice. Good way of handling it. Okay, so I'm going here. Here? Oh. This is Ranmar's time to shine. Yep. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Do I even bother grabbing stuff? Nah, we're just heading out of here. Nice going, buddy. Made it to the cave. Okay. Some monster dens are out in the field, while others are located inside caves. Investigating dens can get you monster eggs. Location of monster den cave entrances changes every time you go in the field. Oh. That's interesting. Once in a blue moon, a rare monster den may appear. Check out those to obtain rare eggs or eggs with rare genes. Interesting. So there's slight procedural generation, sort of. We're in the cave, but where's the den Chief Gara told us about? Okay. So it looks like... Oh, my whiskers are tingling. Something tells me we're not alone in here, buddy. Let's gather some blue mushrooms and make a potion. Okay, combine... Make recipe. Yeah, I got it. Plenty of mushroom. Not so much on the herb side of things. Oop, that's the wrong button. Okay, combine. Oh, I see. Just wants us to make potions. I mean, that's... fair. Aw. I can't do a horizontal long jump unless I have one of those specific points. Alas. But also, okay. Can I just... Can I fight it? I'm back. Ah, I can. Alright, time to beat up on a beetle. Banahabra. Weaken their foes. I'm gonna assume power. Yep. Well, that was bullying. Makes up for all the time those little assholes just show up and start poking me. Like you finish hunting a monster, and then one of them just comes up and pops you right in the face, just to be a jerk about it. I hated them. I think Banahabras were also the reason why I never actually played a whole lot of Monster Hunter Tri. Back when I was first starting my channel, I wanted to do a series on Tri, but I was kind of hoping I'd have some like friends to play with, but I never got that to work. So I was going to do like a solo series, and I think I had a quest specifically to fight Banabras, Banahabi? I don't know. Lead monster? Can I switch? Yes. I want to see... Whoa, Karage got big. Okay, these guys use speed. So we might as well go technical here. I guess it's pretty weak, so there's not a whole lot going on here. Just wreck him. There they go. Easy peasy. Okay, what was I gonna say? Right! Anyway, so I had to like hunt 9 or 13 of them or something like that, and I was using a lance. I didn't really know how to play it, so I remember just like flailing, trying so hard to figure out how the heck you're supposed to hit, you know, these stinking bug creatures in the sky. And I didn't want to like go back and grab like a... I didn't want to go back and grab a bow or something, 'cause, you know, I didn't want to roll bow. It's Monster Hunter, you fight things in melee. And then Monster Hunter World came out, and I was just like, oh man, bow's amazing. We got some Aptonoths. I'll fight them, I guess. I still want an Aptonoth egg. Let's see. Boy, I don't know if there's anything else to really say here. Not too much. And this game seems kind of charming. The battles, I think I'm ambivalent about. I appreciate the speed of them, and there actually does seem to be a fair bit of depth. But I think I've just kind of hit this like weird state in life where like turn-based battles are... They've got a lot of charm to them. I think it's just the interruption of it. Yeah, and maybe some other things, but there's... I don't know. I guess it just doesn't feel like there's been a whole lot of, do a quick heal. I like that quick heal button. It doesn't feel like there's been a whole lot of advancements on making turn-based combat incredible. Outside of, like, oh gosh, what am I thinking? I mean, like, Octopath Traveler had the interesting, like, braking system. That was That had some merits, and I really liked that. But unfortunately, the braking system made it just like that much or made it that much harder and slower, which got kind of exhausting after a while, especially like once you got later in the game where the enemies got even tougher and took that much longer to break, and it was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Can I? No, I can't do anything with those guys. Well, there is egg, but there's probably also parent. You see that monster buddy? We're gonna beat it if we want to get our paws on that egg. Oh, that is not parent. That is something else. Unless we get another one of these guys' eggs. I guess there are rare gene versions. It's a Velocidrome. Quick and nimble. Any ideas? Kaden taught you how to take advantage. Nah. Oh, I see. So I can see what Karage is doing, so I can specifically plan on getting a double attack, potentially. Saw right through him. Switch to another Monstie and try for a double attack. Oh, so I could. Monsties. Switch Monsties. Can I just switch between them freely? I could. I'm not actually going to get the double attack here, because they're both doing speed attacks. What else can I do? So I can tell it to specifically do Killer Strike. There we go. It's mad. Okay, an angry monster will start changing up its attack pattern, so watch out. Enraged monsters use attacks that are different than their usual ones. They're too mad to think about strategy. And ride on. We might as well ride on. Okay. And then do we just hit it with the kinship skill? Yeah, why the heck not? We're here. And we explode it. Oh. Special showdown may occur sometimes between monsters. Use the indicated action, such as pressing a button repeatedly, to cheer your Monstie on. Besides dealing damage to an opponent, winning a showdown also fills up your gauge by a considerable amount. This game's cute. Okay, so we don't actually know what he's doing. Let's see. He did power there. I'm just gonna assume he's doing power again. Yeah, it looks like most enemies are pretty predictable. One way or another. Got rocket launcher. Oh, so maybe you can actually specifically use that to switch them from, like, doing... Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can do a double attack if they're using a skill. We did it, buddy. Time to pick up an egg. Each nest will have a bunch of different eggs in it, so you can only pick up one to bring back with you. If it's a heavy egg that smells good, it probably has a rare monster inside. Okay, monster eggs can be found in monster dens. You can only carry one egg at a time, but you can swap it for another if you wish. An adult monster may come back to its nest at any time, so be careful when you're carrying off the egg. Navirou will assess any egg you pick up. The heavier and nicer smelling the egg, the better odds of it having rare genes. Carry the egg out of the monster den and it'll be yours. And then hatch it at stables. Okay, anything else in here? If I have to fight another monster, so be it. Okay, let's see, how do I... When riding a Monstie that can search, press B to check the area. Oh. It's nice. How do I hop off? Oh, press Y. There we go. Give me a sniff. Doesn't smell like much, and it's light too. Okay, that's the egg you want? No. It's a big egg. Nope. stick around for too long. Oh, I see. The eggs are all gone, and that's that. Well, it's fine. We never got anything better. So it wasn't that I was choosing. It's kind of more of a gambler thing. Let's see. Leave the monster den. So it's a gambling thing. The more eggs you pick up, the more likely the boss monster is going to come back and fight you. Not a big deal, but still. Humble bird wyvern egg. Hey, sure, why not? Oh, the Kuliaku has search. Got it. Well, let's hatch this egg and then call it quits for now. I like this game. It's charming. I'm not sure how... I'm not going to say how much I want to play it, because it's like, I do want to play it. It's just that time element crossed with the turn-based combat. It's great to just kind of play on my own. It's harder to stream just because it's, like, not engaging. I don't know. Anyway, so... Oh, wait, I was supposed to hatch it. Whatever.
Yay, you're back! How'd you like your first solo quest? It's pretty wild, right? I was worried you might get lost or something. I'm super glad to see you all in one piece. Huh, was it easy? You look completely unfazed. Guess there's no denying you're Red's grandkid.
You even brought back an egg. Splendid work.
Oh wow, you're right. Huh, I'm a better teacher than I thought.
Which is it? Thanks to your teaching, or because this is Red's grandkid?
Who cares? The newbie did a great job, and that's what counts.
What do you think, Kana? They're ready for the next one, wouldn't you say?
Really? Isn't it a little too soon for the rookie to handle alone?
You should go with them too, just in case.
Why so serious, guys? Whatever it is, we can handle it.
We've had reports of some recent turf wars in the Pona grasslands.
Turf wars? What's that?
It's when monsters fight over territory.
We've even found badly injured monsters in the grasslands.
We can't just let them tear each other apart. It'll be bad news for the island's ecosystem if we do. Let's get moving. I'll meet you at the edge of the village.
Like, how great would it be if I could get an Aptonoth buddy that was just weirdly pointlessly garbage and I just level it up a bunch. Anyway. Okay, hatch an egg. Hatch egg. And it is... the RNG element might not be my favorite. Because the other thing is, like, I straight up don't even know if this one's any better. I'm noticing there's, like, skill slots and some other things, and I don't know. I don't really care. Alright. Well... I will say this is super neat from, like, an alternate angle on the Monster Hunter series. The Stories series seems like it's actually got a lot of potential, and I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. I would almost love to see, like, an auto-battler version of it, where, like, your hunter and your monsters fight automatically based on, like, tactics and items that you've prepped for them. I don't know. I'm just big on auto-battlers lately, and there's just something really charming about them. And also, I just am lazy. Anywho. So, I guess, first things first, I should probably say, let's get, like, a good view. I don't know if there's a good view in here. Everything's just kind of a lot. Oh, that's a nice view. Get this out of here. Let's just stare at the chieftain. I like the flying kite, Rathaloses. I'm assuming the Rathaloses. They might be something else, but I think that's Rathalos. Anyway, it's a neat angle for a game, and I like the handling on stuff. I wish they'd gone cartoony with the environments, too. Just because this, like, slight realism is a little... The textures are a little muddy, but that's how it always is. Hand-painted is the way to go for me. I love hand-painted textures. But, so, with that, if you guys want to try this demo out yourselves, it's available on the Nintendo Switch now. And otherwise, I guess if you just wait around for 10 days, it'll be out on the Switch and PC, which is kind of exciting. But, let's see, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Because I think I'll be able to squeeze it in, maybe. My schedule's kind of wonky, especially due to the fact that I'm in double quarantine again because of super, it's like 115 tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that, so that throws many wrenches in many plans. Also, these games tend to be a little long, but I'd like to play more just to see. We'll see. Anyway, with all that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.